Candy J, host of the Candyology, where we talk about love, sex, and relationships. I got some guests in the building, but we're going to get to them in just a second. If you don't know who I am, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a certified clinical sexologist through the Dr. Rachel Institute and the American Colleges of Sexology. I focus on putting the oohs and the ahs back into your relationship, and I do this by helping you to foster better communication. We do one-on-one, small group, big groups. If you know me, I'm also a marriage boot camp coach, Mocha marriage trainer, facilitator. I mean, whatever you need, I got you, right? So tonight, though, y'all, I got two special guests in the building. Their names are the McDays. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves because they also have a show on KMWI Media. If you have not checked that out at 6 p.m. on Sunday, every Sunday. Okay, guys? Thank you. So, hey, guys.
Hey.
What it do? Can you tell our audience what your names are?
Well, we are the McDays. I am Erica, and this is my beautiful wife.
And I'm Shantae.
Hi,
And we are the McDays.
Shantae.
The McDays.
Wait, did you see that? And we are
The McDays.
Yes. I love it. So, ladies, y'all know. I told you I had a few things.
Here you go, girl.
I mean, therapy is my thing, right?
Okay, well, come on, therapy.
Okay,
Come through
come on,
therapy.
question.
I have some questions. So, my first question is, what's the love story? Tell me the love.
Oh, I got the love story.
No, I got the love. I want to say this first.
Girl, she always be lying.
Whatever you hear her say, she chased me. I didn't chase her.
Oh.
Tell the story.
Did
Go
I
ahead.
chase you?
Tell the story.
Anyways, me and Erica used to work at the same company. I knew about Erica before she even started. Her best friend worked there, so I kind of peeped game out. At the time, I was done with my last relationship, so I was trying to move on and find love, Mm-hmm. So Erica walked in, baby, and it was love at first sight.
Oh, yeah?
I told all of my coworkers I was gonna marry her, and then nobody believed me. And we 5 years in, 2.5 years married, and
But you know what? Most of the time when people tell the story, it's like, oh, okay, whatever. She literally told everybody in this office. I didn't even know. People were coming up to me saying, somebody here likes you. And I was like, only been here a week. Hold up, wait. I ain't been here long.
It was the first try.
I knew, but I did my homework before she started.
She did because
I knew what she looked like. I knew what she did. I knew she was with. I knew all that.
And of course, when I walked in the building, I was smelling good.
And she smelled good. Everybody knew
nice.
when Erica was in the building. Maybe she smelled amazing. Everybody knew.
Wait a minute. So then, how did you find out though? How
okay, so this how I found out. So I was working we worked in the same department, but I was in the lab and she was on like the office side. Mm-hmm. And people kept coming up to me, the people that I work with, they was like, somebody up here like you. And I was like, who? Who could it be? The one thing, not to be funny, I didn't like light-skinned women.
I don't care. She like it now.
I love it now,
Period.
honey. This is golden.
Period.
It's golden.
She was prejudiced against
I was prejudiced against the light-skinned because I always dated chocolate women. But I was like, well, who is it? And then here she goes. I was in training on her side of the office. And she came over there and she was being all extra nice. Well, here's some headphones so you can do your training, this and that, or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I still didn't know. It didn't hit me. It didn't hit me that she was eye candy until I went over to her desk and I was like, wait a minute, you got rainbows everywhere. You gay? Mm-hmm. And she was like, yeah. Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay. I still didn't know. It wasn't until a few months later, we had became friends. It wasn't until a few months later, you guys, she bought me something for my birthday, and I was like, this girl come bearing gifts.
She's skipping a good part. Let's tell it like it really is. She's skipping a good part. So let's come on, because one day she didn't come to work. And she needed to know how to call in to work. So I called her. And she didn't know how. Mm-hmm. So she called me. Why you ain't coming to work, boo? And then she was like, I had a little late night rendezvous, and I came the next day. I was like, okay, so I gave her the instructions. I said, make sure you send me your address because I'm coming to your house.
And you guys, she showed up at my house.
Tell her.
And I still didn't. I knew that she, that she had a thing for me, and we had became friends. And I was like, this girl's growing on me, real sweet, kind-hearted. Mm-hmm. And then you guys, she kissed me, and I was like,
Girl came out of a movie set, girl. It was like real.
Like, you know how the fireworks go.
Like for real.
Yeah, so that's what it was. And it seems like at that moment, I was like, because I kept telling her, I don't want to be in no relationship. I had just got out of a horrible relationship.
It's fine.
She was like, that's okay.
I mean, it was the little things, like, you know, when I moved in, I used to fix your lunch, and I put love notes in her lunch.
It was cute.
Day.
It was
every
sweet.
day.
It was sweet. It was magical. It really
got this ring, baby.
This
ring number 4.
It is, and that's just the way it goes. That's pretty much
what it is.
How we met.
So this was 5 years ago.
Yes.
Okay. So
long time ago.
So how has this relationship progressed? Like, how is it different from the other people that were involved in your lives before?
It's way different. In the beginning, let me tell you, I felt like it was like not real because we didn't argue for like the first probably 3 months. We never had an argument.
It was longer than that.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
It was like 5 I felt like it's too perfect, so I need something to mess up because it's too perfect.
And
something got to go wrong.
Pissed me off.
What she do, girl?
What
she do?
She put the toilet paper on the toilet roll the wrong way. Baby, I don't know. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all putting the toilet paper on there the wrong way, fix it. Because that could make people mad. It make people mad.
That's our first argument.
I was like, why would you put
it
goes down?
I
put it on the back side.
It goes over.
I put it towards the wall.
When you pull it, it comes over.
Okay.
Pull it over.
So you put it under.
I put it under.
Yeah, and that was our first argument.
Wait, but how did y'all start the argument? I want to know.
I don't even remember. I think it was more like, I don't even remember.
Like, I don't know. I remember you like walking in there and talking about, did you change the toilet paper? I'm like, yeah, at least I put it on there for you.
Yeah.
You could have been left out without
But
nothing.
you put it, I have OCD, so I like everything to be perfect.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Wait, that just
I have OCD, it just bothers me.
That just explains.
Yeah.
All the way.
I have OCD.
I don't have OCD.
But that got in the way in the beginning of our relationship. Right. It got in the way. It really got in the way because I clean differently. I'm the type, get up, make your bed, fold your towel over the towel rack and this and that. And she just got up and just.
At the beginning, girl, I was doing it all. I was cleaning the house while she was at work.
Girl, I don't know what changed.
I was earning uniforms for when she got ready to go to the lab the next day. So we eventually had to tell our supervisor because we had the same supervisor that we were together. Or whatever.
It started getting work because we were riding to work together now. She was spending the night every night, and she kind of like.
Once I got that ring, I don't know what happened.
Wait. So how long did it take y'all to get to the ring part?
Okay, so.
About 2 years.
About a year and a half.
It was 2017.
Yeah, you're right. She's right.
2 years.
It was probably I think it was like a year and a half or something like that.
Birthday.
And this the thing. All along, I took it as. I don't like this girl. I don't like her. I don't like her. I kept telling myself. And one day I just told her we were getting off the phone and I told her, I was like, I love you. And she was like, what?
I was at the girl at the dealership trying to buy a car. She talking about, oh girl, I love you. Excuse me.
I fell in love with her.
Excuse me,
I
sir.
fell in love with her.
This sale is gonna go on hold, okay? Hold on, I gotta take care of this right now.
Wait a minute. So it took you 2 years to say I love you?
No.
How long was it?
I said that
4 months, maybe.
It was about 4 or 5 months, and it just she grew on me, and I was like, the more you push a person away, and they just she was just so consistent.
Yeah, she sent me home, and I come back the next day.
But that's what I told her. I was like, look, I'm not ready to take you. I'm not ready to introduce you to the parents. Yeah. So they're on their way over. You gotta go.
So I left, but I didn't go home because I knew she was gonna call me back, girl. So what you do is I left and I went to my homegirl house to stay like maybe 20 minutes from her in Arlington because I lived in Oak Cliff at the time. So I didn't go back home. I just waited there and I knew she was gonna call me.
Yeah.
And clearly, when her parents left, she was like, "Where you at?"
Right.
I'm down the street.
I'm on my way. I'm coming back. We had a good little decent friendship in the beginning, and it allowed me to just. She grew on me.
But that's the foundation.
It is. That's the foundation of it. It is.
Yeah.
So let me ask this, and this is individual questions, right? So how did you know that you were lesbian?
Oh my God.
Go first, cause your story is a little bit different than mine.
I'm the type. People don't believe this, but I really think I was born gay. Mm-hmm. I was born a lesbian. I knew it at an early age.
So let me pause you right there. Mm-hmm. I believe you.
Okay.
We'll talk about it in a minute.
Okay. Okay. I had to do a lot of faking and fronting growing up because I have old school parents and Christian home, you know, the whole nine. We have expectations that we're supposed to live by, and it just didn't work. I did not come out until I was 17, but I knew at a very early age, like elementary school, that I just found myself really attracted to girls and found myself doing stuff with girls that I wasn't probably supposed to be doing, but you know what I'm saying? But I knew at about 5 or 6 that I was different, you know, that I had a different feel for people, and it just happened to be women, you know, girls. So that's how much it started for me.
So, like, when did you come out to them, though?
When I was 17. Yeah, I was 17, but that's a whole nother story because my parents disowned me, and when I came out, I had to leave.
She said, "Sure."
Yeah, when I came out, it was hard because my parents were leaders in church, and I was almost like the preacher's kid. If you know, the PK. Okay, so you already know. When you're in a Christian home, they have these expectations that everything is cool until you do something bad,
right?
Or if you do something that you weren't raised by, or that's not in the Bible, or you know the whole nine. So when I came out when I was 17, and they told me I had to go. My dad told me, if you don't want to live the way we want you to live, then you don't need to be in our home. And so I left, never went back. It has been I went to a friend's house, and then I eventually moved into my own apartment. But that was hard because 30 days later, my sister came looking for me, and she was like, "Mom wants to know where you are." And I said, "No, she don't, because she kicked me out."
Right.
And my sister fought for me the whole time. She was like, you know, hey, she's gay. This is just the way that it is. She's a lesbian, and that is just what that is. Right. You know what I'm saying? Quit trying to badger her. And for years and years and years, this is the kicker. For 20 plus years, my mother beat me up about being gay. You're going to hell, and you're not a God's child, and you're not this, and you're not that, until I hooked up with her.
Wow.
And she changed my parents' mind. I don't know, that's what I'm saying. She left an everlasting impression on my whole family, because now it's to the point where my family runs and hugs her, and I'm like, I'm the sister here, you know. So it's been a process. It's been tough for me because I don't have that relationship with my parents that I feel like I should have because of being a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. It's just been hard.
So did you ever try to be, like, you know, try to conform to being with a man?
I have conformed to being. I have done that. Had my experiences with men. I dated guys in, you know, high school like the normal average teenage female, but it was a cover-up. I just did it just, you know, because Christian home.
Right.
Parents just, I knew it wasn't going to be cool if I came out. So I dated guys. I even tried it after I decided I wanted to come out and be like, because I was like, okay, let me make sure. Right. Since everybody in the family thinks it's a phase. Right. So I tried it. And I don't have anything against men. I love to look at men. I'm attracted to men. I prefer to be with a woman. It's different on the companionship side, and she's my best friend. You know, my wife, she's not just my wife, she's my best friend. I can tell her anything. She's here for me. She's got my back. And trust and believe me, she beats me up when I do something wrong.
Trust me, I already know, because the schedule. Hold on, wait a minute, baby.
Okay.
No, don't talk to Erica.
Yeah, talk to her.
Yeah, if you want her to show up, contact me.
Yeah, right. So it was hard for me.
The dope support I already see.
Yeah, it's there. But her story's a little different than mine. Mine's tough.
Me personally, I didn't start out as a lesbian. I was with several men.
She told us last night at the party she was a thot.
I was. I'm not gonna lie. It's okay. Yeah,
it's okay. That's
okay. Like, I wanted to be. I was doing everything. I was in the strip club with the man. Hey, you want to go to the strip club? But I knew something was different about me, but I just couldn't trip. Sometimes you just don't know. Right. So, like, I'll be with a relationship with a guy, but I didn't want to go to see males. No, we finna go to the women's strip club. I'm trying to go with you and see what you see. It was just different. Like, I found myself. Like, we would be, like, having sex or something like that, but I wanted to look at a dirty magazine, a Playboy or something like that, versus looking at what you think I want to look at. I don't want to see that. I'm fascinated with the women's body. I think it's beautiful. Right. You know, and stuff like that. So, absolutely. Yeah. Right. So, I got tired of going through all the, you know, the heartbreak, the baby mama drama. I ain't got no kids, so I ain't need to have no drama.
I think that's and stuff like that right there, too.
And I was at work one day. I was a teacher. I walked into my best friend's classroom. I was like, girl, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to go find me a woman. And probably not Erica is the second woman I've ever been with, but probably about 3 or 4 months later, I had a whole full lesbian relationship.
And that was what, about 10, 12 years ago?
We've been there 6, about 12 years ago.
So our stories are totally different.
I see.
And so like I feel like my mother would have supported me. She's not here. But my dad really couldn't say nothing because his sister had just came out and married her whole woman or whatever like that.
Oh, he loves it.
And my daddy here for it, honey. He was like, oh,
he's for it. And I think what it is he's cool with it. Her father's cool with it, opposed to my parents not really being cool with it. But it took a while for him to warm it because he thought I was going to treat her bad. And we had that conversation. And he was like, look, I don't care how my baby living her life, but what the hell you finna do to her? That's basically what he said. What you right. Well, this is the thing. I tried to move her out of town. I was trying to move from here to Houston. And we tried to tell him. And he told me at the house one day, he said, come here, I have a talk with you. I thought it was going to be a cool talk. You know, he lit his little cigar and we and he looked at me
still here.
And he said, where the hell you think you taking my daughter?
Yeah.
I said, oh, so he's serious about his child. So now to this day, he loves to be around us, and he doesn't have anything.
He don't want to go home, girl. He just visited. He was in my house for 6 hours. Go to your house.
Go home.
I called my sister
over here.
I called my sister on the phone. I said, "Can you come get your father off my couch?"
Okay.
Oh, wow.
He loves to be around us. He loves it. So
it's
sweet. It's a makeup. I love it.
So how do y'all feel about kids?
So
what's the plan?
We had a kid.
Oh, okay.
So we had a kid. His name was Caden. He was with us for 2.5 years.
Okay.
And then his
It was
mother
a friend of
decided,
mine.
his mother decided she wanted him back.
But she just came and took him.
So she just came and took him versus transitioning him. So we were more of his feelings, you know what I'm saying, versus.
But it caused an issue in our relationship.
We were in marriage counseling, girl. We were battling. That was bad. That was kind of like a.
So what was the battle? What was the issue?
Because she in grandma mode and I was in parent mode. So
not only that,
but for real, like she wouldn't really discipline. Like I don't play. Like when it come to kids, I was at school. I was active. They knew who I was. He was scared to come home if he lost his jacket. I paid $24 for. Like for real.
She was more old school.
I was more of the disciplinary. Hey, look, you're gonna learn these stuff. We're gonna pass the spelling test and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like I mean, that's what it was. Erica was like, "Don't touch him. Don't whoop him. It's okay." I could speak.
But he wasn't a bad kid.
He wasn't a bad kid.
Really good
I could
kid.
speak. I have that in my voice. I ain't got to do too much.
But not only that caused an issue, what it was our feelings. Our emotions were involved in it because it's just like if you have children, right? It's just like if we had a child and the father didn't participate in the kid's life and telling the kid that he's gonna come for Christmas and he doesn't. It was broken promises. So we had to deal with him being broken, our emotions and feelings being involved in it, and it hurt.
My daddy, that was a grandson. He doing for him.
Both of our
families.
So wait, she didn't let y'all be involved afterwards?
We haven't seen him till this day. We've talked to him.
Finally, it's been 2.5 years.
We've talked to him for the first time since she's taken him away. But my thing is, we're kind of scared to see him because we don't know what kind of emotions he's gonna bring back.
Right.
Because when we talk to him, he cries.
Know he had a good life. Like he know he did.
Yeah. So with that,
we don't want to re-traumatize him and stuff like that. So that's my issue. You just don't want to kind of.
So we want to have a child. We do.
Erica.
I would have to be the one to carry, but I'm older than her,
but she's the healthier one.
But I'm older than her. Hello. Yeah. I'm older than her.
So it would be a geriatric.
It would be. I don't know. We want to try. Right. We want to try. We really do want to try.
I'm kind of good. I don't know if you ever heard of the reborn dolls or whatever. I have one. I have two. I do, but let me tell you though, people look at it
helps
us,
you guys.
Wait, can you tell our audience what a reborn?
Okay. A reborn doll is a doll. It's actually a doll that's painted.
That costs hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
My reborns cost $500 a piece. But they're painted to make them look real. They look like real babies. Like I literally have to go get a real car seat because you think I have left the baby in the back seat for real.
That's a whole nother story.
Me personally, they don't understand the logic behind it. It actually helped.
It's therapeutic.
Health-wise. Yeah. Like my anxiety went down, and it kind of
makes us feel like we have a baby.
Yeah, it kind of feels that void of having a kid. Like I kind of can go shop for her, stuff like this or whatever.
She don't grow, she don't throw, she don't pee on herself, she don't do none of that. It actually worked for me.
It's a lot cheaper switching to reborn.
It is. You save money when you're switching.
I just had her whole birthday party. No lie, she just turned 1.
But that's just what we do to get by.
But that's just my therapy. Like I want a kid. I really do want a child.
We
but
do.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to have one. So this is
that's the hard.
So have y'all thought about adopting? Have you thought about a surrogate? Have you thought about who would be your sperm donor?
Yeah, we have
several sperm donors. And then we also have a close friend that called us over to their home, and her daughter offered to be a surrogate for us. And I don't know where it came from. She said she felt in her spirit. She said, God put it on my mind and my heart, said that I needed to help y'all. Yeah. And she said, if you guys need help, having a baby, I will carry for you. So we have a lot of people on the table to offer. Yeah. We have several people that would like to be donors.
I don't know why.
I think the only thing that stops
it's like it's coming a dime dozen.
Right.
I don't understand. It is.
And they don't want to try to do it the traditional way. They want to be a third.
There's a system that they have now. You can pay $400 for the home kit, and you can get pregnant just like that.
Yeah.
So.
It's definitely more fun when you have.
I'm sure.
But anyway.
Hey, if we got to do it that way, we ain't opposed to it.
We ain't do it, girl. You opposed to it. Don't do that.
Girl, I spread these legs if I have to. Girl, I will spread the legs.
You hold this camera now.
I am still a woman. I have a coochie.
I cannot.
Let me push my glasses.
Come on, Candyology. Come on.
I'm just saying.
We just worms.
That's all right. We opened it up. Look how my wife looking at me. She's like,
I am floored, guys. You don't understand.
So let's take it sexually for a second. Okay. Guys, if you are just tuning in, we are talking with Erica and Shantae McDade, the McDays, right? Yeah. Lesbian love bomb. We're just talking a little bit about their relationship and the things that they've been going through, right? Mm-hmm. So back to the ladies over here.
Oh,
so
I'm still shook.
Worms spread everywhere, right?
Come on, worms. Right. Come on, worms.
So you're not opposed to having a third.
Wait.
She is. So this is new for me because she is.
Okay.
Me, no. Her, yes.
Okay, but if she wants it, then are you okay?
I'm okay, but she just talking, Candy. I'm telling you
what
the
you
truth.
mean I'm just talking?
Okay. A third person to come in. If you want a third, you want to bring a person in?
No.
Exactly.
But wait, you just said you would be busted wide open.
I'm talking about to have a baby. I'm not talking about twerking on the dick and nothing like that. I just want to get pregnant. I ain't got to twerk and work. That's what I mean. I'm not talking about.
So you're willing to bring a third party in there to have sex naturally to get pregnant? Come on, Erica. We're gonna keep it real for these people.
I'm saying because if that's an option, like let's say if we're trying different options and this don't work, this don't work, this don't work, this don't work, then of course. I mean, I wouldn't want.
I'm so glad this recorded, y'all.
No. Because I don't want you, ma'am, to think that I'm talking about bringing a third person in for enjoyment and pleasure and
we want to procreate.
It's just to have a baby. Okay. Even if he has to do his thing and hurry up and insert, I'm cool with it. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about having fun because I'm not bringing a third person into this.
Okay. Cool beans.
I got this. We're not bringing a third person into this. You hear me?
Thank God for
that's what I mean.
Thank God for the record.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're going to have to run this back.
Clarify.
We
run back.
We're going to run that back.
Run back. Run it back.
So, but let's talk about that. Have y'all ever thought about having a third person? Or have y'all ever tried to have a third person? Whether female or male.
So I'm more of the open one. I'll be open to it, but Erica's not. She is.
I am minus the fact
of what part?
People do crazy.
They do.
The thing is, it would be cool if it was organized and we say, okay, we want to have some fun tonight. We want to swing or whatever you want to call it. But people do crazy stuff. I already got a little trust issue with people because people do shit behind your back. Excuse my language. But people do stuff behind your back. I don't need nobody trying to come around. Now you want to be with my wife. Now you want to hook up with her when I'm not at home. And now you try, or vice versa.
Yeah, I get it.
If it was organized and we could just say, hey, tonight we're going to do this. And then when we're ready to have some more fun with you, you'll hear from us in 2 months or whatever. Cool. But it don't never work like that. I've tried that in other relationships. So I don't have time for that.
Because if you put the boundaries in the contract in there.
People don't follow rules.
This is true.
People don't go by guidelines. People do the hell they want.
It does depend on the person, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But she's been burned, so she don't want to go
I'm
down
not
that
trying
road.
to.
I'm
not.
I've never been down that road, but she
No.
doesn't want to go back down it because she's been burned.
You have to take the time to seriously vet people.
Right.
And grow that friendship and make those boundaries.
Right.
And I know sex does change things.
It does.
But no, definitely not. Sex does change things, but it's a mindset, right?
Right, it is.
You know, because this is established, and if I'm gonna be the third, then I'm coming in, I'm doing my thing, get what I came to get. Bye, y'all. See y'all when you want me again.
Right. Or maybe it was some money involved or something. If somebody come like, hey, I'll pay you $5 G's to join your wife for 2 hours, okay? Then we can turn this into a whole. Damn.
So Erica, what happened in your threesomes that made it
right
crazy?
there?
Oh,
that right
they
there.
Wanted to
that right
be with
there.
The other person as well.
Yes.
I would know.
And then I find out later that y'all didn't build. Let me tell you how I found out. I was with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and we did that. We had some fun. You know what I'm saying? And the guy kept coming back. I didn't know that he was coming back to sleep with her. He was coming back, but I found out because she had to call me and tell me they broke the bed.
Oh, shit.
So when I came, she called me at work and she said, Erica, you're going to be so mad. Please don't be mad. And I was like, what's wrong? She was like, well, I broke the bed in half. And I was like, well, how the hell did you do that? And she was like, well, me and Kenny been, and his name was Kenny. me and Kenny, his name was Kenneth, but anyway. His name was Kenny, and she was like, me and Kenny, we kind of been, he's been coming over, and I was like, so what happened? And she told me they were grinding and doing that thing. Clearly, he was jumping in it because he broke my damn bed. And when I came home, the bed was literally broken in half.
What kind of bed was this?
I've broken beds too, though. Real talk.
Dang. I didn't know that. Shoot, we ain't broke our bed yet. But we ain't having sex hard enough.
Broke a couple.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you said that you're the more open one. So, so what's the range of things that you have done then? I mean, so you've had threesomes.
I have never had a threesome.
What? I didn't even know that about.
Shut the front door inside.
You haven't,
You said you was being a hoe over there, but you never had a threesome?
Nuh-uh, it was just me and the other person.
Oh, snap. Well, we might need to try it then.
Exactly.
Not with her. Oh. I pass.
You gotta have the right person.
I understand, but I pass. Not with her.
Okay, so why won't you do it with me?
Because, Erica, you too emotional. Like, you be all in your feelings, and then you gonna think we be cheating on the side.
Yeah, because she'll be over there texting him, what you doing? You come.
So I know how to be a him, though.
Oh,
it don't hurt. It don't even matter. I know my wife.
She
I'm
do.
good.
She know me. She's right.
I'm the threesome. I know how to please myself.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm good.
Okay, so let's talk about this though. So, what would you say the most challenging thing, or you might not have a challenging thing? What would you say the most challenging thing in your relationship and in your sexual relationship? So, just in the regular relationship, and then in your
challenging.
Do you have anything that's challenging
in our regular relationship?
Just in your regular relationship.
We're still learning how to communicate.
Okay.
That's why we have our podcast. That's how we started our podcast. It was to learn how to communicate. So communication has been an issue because we two bullheaded people. She bullheaded, I'm bullheaded, and I think we're on the alpha side, you know what I'm saying? She's used to being the boss. I am the boss, so hello.
And that my folks was candy all
day. No, but real talk, I would say the most challenging, because we get along. We do. But we get in these moods where she gets a little bullhead and I get a little bull, and we bump heads. So but we're learning.
She tells me I talk at her and not to her.
And that's a difference.
But like I say, I've been a teacher, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So that's just
I have to tell her all the time, I'm not your kid.
I'm not your kid. This is not your classroom. I'm your wife.
Right.
So
okay, you know.
So yeah, that would be our biggest challenge as far as our relationship.
And then
so now we're graduating.
But wait, hold on. Let's not move to sexual first. So what's your love languages? Or do you
know? We have love languages. Yeah. Okay, so my love language to my wife is taking care of home. Spoiled. I take her home. I work full-time, run a business, full-time business. I do the cooking, the cleaning. I try my hardest to pay all the bills.
Facts.
And I do. I try to make sure that her check is free for her, or free for us, and then I pay all the bills, and then. Okay. Look, I'm available for 2 bills. Look, I'll take 2 bills. No, but that is my love language to her. That's what I saw growing up. Mm-hmm. I saw my mom taking care of dad. My dad brought home the bacon, and he, you know what I'm saying. But that's me. That's my love language. I wasn't big on gifting, but my love language to her is making sure that she does not. I lotion her feet. I put her shoes on. You know, yeah. So the catering to her, and what's your love language? No, I'm just playing.
My love language to Erica is like, I do for Erica what Erica won't do for herself.
Yep.
So she works hard every day. She does everything to cater to me and pay bills and stuff like that. So I buy for Erica because Erica won't buy for Erica.
But she buys for the business.
So I buy for the business, but I buy for her. So I feel guilty if I buy for me and not her. Mm-hmm. So that's what I do.
A hard time with self-care.
I do.
She does.
I have a hard time.
So I'm the backup. So even when we got with Erica had never been on an airplane. Erica hadn't done anything.
I just started flying like a couple years ago.
Because she always catered to everybody else and not herself. I told her, you make too much money to not see this world.
Yeah.
And we've been separate.
So that's,
she's taking me out of the country.
These ladies, they be traveling.
We travel about 8 months out of the year.
Where you been just this year? What do you mean?
This year? Not too many places. We've been to Atlanta.
Where you going?
Houston. Jamaica, Hawaii,
right?
We're going to Cancun,
yeah.
So we travel normally about 8 months, 8 to 9 months out of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, we travel a lot. Yeah,
Minnesota's like our second home.
Our second home is
Minnesota. But you work hard, so you play hard.
Right.
Yeah, but see, like she wouldn't have did that if I wouldn't have came along. Erica wouldn't have never. She'll stay in that shop 7 days a week, 10 hours a day.
I just stack my money.
And when I got together, I was like, baby, no, let me go and learn how to run this schedule because this ain't happening.
Right.
I need time.
But you guys, she came along and. She's my secretary, and she runs my whole business for me. All I need to do is show up. Mm-hmm. She takes care of my website, my booking, all of the stuff that is behind the scenes as far as running my business. She came in, she took over. And you guys, with supplies, and she makes sure everything in the shop is fully stocked, and she makes sure everything's up and running good. And we're good. We work well together as business partners, right?
So what happens when you argue? What did you say? You're both bullheaded.
Well, I stopped talking.
No. Erica, she shuts down. Like this is literally shutdown mode, right?
Okay.
Because I don't have a gray area.
My thing is, me and Erica's communication is not face to face. It's definitely through text message. I feel like me and her both communicate better through a text, even though sometimes texting can get misconstrued the way it's read. But for us, that's our communication.
But here lately, honestly, with just doing our show and learning how to talk in front of people, we actually are learning how to have a calming conversation. It is working. It's working. We can have, and she'll change her tone, and she doesn't talk at me. She talks to me. I get real defensive when a person talks at me. So that actually, it actually works. You know what I'm saying? It's just
because just listening to you guys, this is why I asked the question. I teach a technique called pause. And so literally when you're in the heat of an argument or a debate, you have a safe word. And so like for my last relationship, it was Hakuna Matata. And so if either one of us
that's what's on her arm. Look, she got it tatted on her arm, right?
So that could be yours. But so like what happens is we going at it, whoever calls the Hakuna Matata. So both people have to stop talking immediately.
Oh,
you can't say nothing else.
For how long?
And then that's the second part of it. You choose a designated time way before you start arguing. You choose a designated time, so you can be 45 minutes, an hour. You can be 4 hours. You can be 6 hours.
That don't work for her though.
My word gonna be hey.
But listen,
hey, honey.
But listen, it can work if she knows that for this 45-minute segment, we're not talking about our issue.
Shantae, we did that the other day.
Did we?
I came home to a drunk wife.
Yeah, I was out of there.
She was drunk. But let me tell you, besides that, we had a discussion about something, and I said, Shantae, I don't want to talk right now. And I went outside and sat on my chair in the patio.
That's the third thing. So you choose a designated time and an area that you are allowed to go to that you've already designated.
Right.
And you also set up a person that you're allowed to talk to about this.
Oh,
so it could be your best friend. It could be
your
husband, whoever it is. But you have to agree on who each person has to talk to.
That is good stuff. That actually happened the other day. That's crazy because
who we talked to?
No, we didn't talk to anybody. But after we separated from time, I came back in the house and she came in the room and she was like, "Babe, are you ready to talk to me?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well, why not?" I said, "Because Shantae, I don't want to argue. If we can't talk about it, then we don't need to talk at all." And she changed her tone. She sat down on the bed and she listened to what I had.
Yes. Ask this question: Was I inebriated? Was I inebriated?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember none of that.
Oh, you don't? You don't? Yeah, she fell asleep, but we were able to. It worked. Yeah. Whatever the case is, maybe you don't remember. She.
And whoever calls the Hakuna Matata is responsible for starting the conversation whenever the time frame is over.
Okay.
So if it's 3 or 4 hours or 45 minutes, however, whoever, if you call the Hakuna Matata, then you come back and say, "Hey, babe, I'm ready to talk about this now."
Okay.
And then you have to talk and listen.
That's good. That's real good stuff. I like that.
So I kind of felt like that might work for you.
Yeah, it will. We'll try that. I like that. That's good stuff.
So let's go.
Oh, God. Let me take my glasses off on this.
So what's been the most challenging in your sexual life? Intimacy.
Come on, be honest. I want you to be honest. What's been challenging?
What is it?
Come on.
Go to be honest.
No.
No, you go.
No, I personally, go ahead.
The sense to her feeling rejected. So let me tell you, Erica has rejection issues.
Okay.
So it's always the person, like when we first got together, I was the person that started everything. I did it or whatever like that. So when Erica started or she touched me, she think I'm rejecting her because I'm ticklish.
So every time I touch her, she's like, "Babe, that tickles." I'm like, I'm in the heat of the moment. I want some pussy, man. I touched you in between your legs, and you're like, "That tickles." I said, "Well, I'm horny, and I need."
I do. So what that did was it put a shield up.
Right. It made me not want to touch her.
It made her not want to touch me.
But did you just explain?
I did, but she don't understand.
But every time you gonna have to control the tickle.
That's because I tell her touch is so soft and so sensual. Girl, this shit tickles.
But then she's like, "Babe, you gotta touch me rough," and I'm like, "Ooh, get over here." She's like, "Babe, that hurts." I'm like, "What the fuck?" You know, I need you to either touch you soft or be rough with it. And you talking about it tickles and it hurts. So what am I supposed to do next? So now I'm gonna tell you has been a challenge. It has.
To be honest, we switch roles in the bedroom. I'm the dominant one.
No, hold on,
baby. Don't do that. No.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay. Who's the dominant one in the bedroom?
No. Listen. I'm not going to say it's one or the other because I let her have her way with me. Mm-hmm. If she wants to treat me like a little hoe on here behind, then she can do that.
Come on, hoe.
If she wants to treat me like a queen, or whatever, that's fine. I will get into woman mode. I have even broke down and started wearing female pajamas and wearing nightgowns for my baby.
I love
it's cute because we dress alike.
In the bed,
I get my nails done.
It's cute.
I just... but I'm still the dominant person that I am. I'm a STEM, But for real, I've brought down my levels of hardness to make sure she's happy with what she has.
Right.
I think the challenge for me is she kind of sometimes treat me like a touch me not. You know what I'm saying? A touch me not.
Explain that.
Okay, so in the lesbian community, a touch me not is like a stud or a hardcore dominant female that don't like to be touched. Mm-hmm. She doesn't like to be touched. She don't want her coochie touched. She don't want her breast sucked on.
She want to do.
She want to do all the work.
Yeah.
That's not me because I'm. I turn bitches. I ain't no.
Will.
I will because I know what you. I will.
Will.
Yeah, with the old shit at the end. Yeah, here it comes.
Yes.
That's the word. Yeah.
The old shit. Here it comes. But that's the one thing. I'm not sure because my wife is on medication. She's a diabetic and it's bad. And not like that, but she has been on medication that has toned down her sex drive. But one thing that I do want to say, and I want to say this to the audience, you guys, just because you're married does not mean you have to grind and have sex every freaking day. Right. We have this thing where when we travel, we don't have sex. We enjoy. We can do that at home. We have sex before and after. Now, some vacations we do, like when we in Jamaica on the beach, and our room is on the beach. Yeah, we do it in the tub and this and that or whatever.
It's very rare.
Pause.
Come on, pause.
Wait. So you mean to tell me you purposely don't have sex while you're on vacation?
Yeah, that's our thing.
It's just our thing.
We agree. It's our thing.
I told her in the beginning.
We have a house. We can do whatever we want to in our house. When we're on vacation, we're trying to enjoy our time, not wear ourselves out and worry about the nigga.
And half the time when we're on vacation, we're tired.
You waking up having sex, that means you ain't gonna want to go nowhere. You want to roll over and finish sleeping and stuff like that. We don't want to do that.
But I had to stop. I had to tell her in the beginning. Girl, I was like, because we were having sex like Jack.
Girl, she going to the shop like, girl.
I'm like, I'm old, bitch. I need.
Wait, how old are you?
How do you think I am?
Probably my age, 39.
She's older.
40?
She's older.
You older than that?
Yeah.
I'm 42.
See, you were not that much.
But when we hooked up, she was trying to have sex like a 21-year-old. She was trying to.
I still did. Okay.
She was trying to feel like.
I understand.
Yeah, so that's.
But you didn't really say what was challenging to you, because you said that the tickle stuff. But what's challenging to you?
Yes, she does.
What's my challenge?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Erica's just the sense of rejection. Like, so when I try to do stuff to her, she be, what you doing that for?
Because
it's like she turned into me, like she started questioning me, like, man, can you just shut up? Like, just sit here.
I'll be like, cause she be pinching on my booty and she calls me.
My thing is, I like her muffin top. I love it.
She does.
I'm in love with it, girl. I play with it, and I
like,
be trying to caress it. Erica don't be like, she be like, can you stop touching me, baby? This ain't yours. It's my muffin top.
But this is the thing.
Soft.
I'm in acceptance with now when we do this thing where we spoon every night to go to sleep. We spoon.
But see, that's something I changed because I used to sleep on the end of the bed.
She did.
I was an end of the bed sleeper. I'm gonna sleep here the whole night.
We have a humongous bed,
Now she was like, you always so far away from me. So now I make it my point to
roll
over and spoon. And if I get in the middle
what
of the
do you call me?
I get hot one.
What do you call this?
My turtle shell. I go up under my turtle shell. Yeah. I go get in my turtle shell or whatever, and I sleep. So some nights I sleep there the whole night.
So
some nights I might get hot, and then I'll roll back over. But it gives her the sense of comfort that I'm there. Yeah. Instead of being on the edge of the bed, because I slept on the edge of the bed for a long time.
But the thing is, that makes us have sex more, because I always get the rubbing, and it turns into other things. And we got some new toys we trying out.
And that was going to be my next question.
We got toys.
So what type of toys do you guys utilize?
We scope the glass penis, darling.
We just glass with a double egg.
No, actually you could. Yeah, I think you could use the double. It's not that long, but it's glass. And she was like, "Baby, that was great." And I was like, "Oh yeah." You know, that.
We really didn't use toys at first.
Baby, these magical right here.
Hands, but were you scissoring?
We too fat to scissor. I'm not for scissor.
Wait.
Girl, we got too many stomachs. That's like 3 stomachs.
I gotta go lift up everything now. I ain't scissoring nothing. I am too fat. The fat committee. Okay? No.
So have you seen the Just Between Us? Oh, it's a strapless strap-on, right? A strap. I think I sent you a picture.
That's the one.
Do you sell it?
Yeah.
Do you sell it?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll take one. We'll take one after the show. Shantae got you. How much is it? $50? $60?
No, it's definitely not that. I think it's like $100.
Okay,
but,
all right.
But one end goes into the person that's giving, and the other end goes into the person that's receiving. But there's no strap.
Oh,
so you're clip to clip though, and it's amazing.
Girl,
I ain't gonna find it.
It's too amazing. I promise you, it is.
It's shaped like a dish.
Like a dish?
Like a dish.
So the end goes like this.
And it curves.
And then it curves. And there's a dick out this way.
I want one. Yeah. We can try that.
Absolutely.
We can try that.
Yeah.
I don't know, for me.
I like that.
Because I identify as bisexual, but I'm very, very, very picky with women. So.
Girl, would have never.
I haven't.
I know she know territory. She know lanes.
Okay.
But I'm very picky with a woman. So I haven't been. Me and my old partner, she's the only person I have been with. 20 years.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. Somewhere around there. Right. So if I'm going to be with somebody, it's going to be her. Right.
Okay.
But she off limits right
All right.
But so I try everything that I sell. So
Okay,
that's a good thing. Yeah,
that right there.
Okay, we're gonna we'll invest.
And for me, I guess it's more the clip to clip part.
Right.
So you're getting the insertion part, but you also get the emotional clip.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Ooh, hallelujah.
Come on, Holly.
Thank you. So as a lesbian couple, right? Have you guys had any issues? And I'm going back to the sex in 5 seconds. But have you guys had any issues with anybody outside of your family that has a problem with you guys being lesbian, or any, you do have sometimes gay bashing people and all of that kind of stuff in our alphabet community of the LGBTQIA.
I don't think we have.
Okay.
Our exes are bitter.
That's it.
Baby, I keep them on the book so you can watch.
We have such a cool bond, and we have such, we have such a cool bond. People, and if they've had problems with us, we're not aware of it, but I don't think so. I mean, everywhere we go,
her ex tried it though. She tried to be our friend. Girl, she showed up at our house one night. Girl, she tried
and thought she was gonna have sex with both of us.
Girl, she tried. It's okay though. She tried it.
She popped up on us one night. We were pulling
Which
up
one
at
of
the
y'all
house.
shut it down?
Yeah. Because we let her in the house, and I was like, girl, you can't be here. You gotta go. You not, girl, bye. Don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. But that was it. Other than that, we haven't.
We haven't never experienced it.
That's good, because every couple I talk to is different.
Yeah.
So everybody has different experience.
I mean, we get the looks in the stares, but I think people think we like best friends because we be cute, we act goofy in public,
and you know what?
We're always dressed alike.
We are. So that's what let people know.
So they asked, are y'all best friends? Are y'all together? They don't know how to gauge us. They think So
until we be in Walmart, my baby rides the buggy because she has a hurt knee, and we hold hands. I walk next to her, she be on the buggy, and I'll hold her hand, honey. We be in Walmart.
She do. She'll hold my hand.
And I hold her hand, and I rub her back.
And she do.
It
be the cutest thing. They be like, oh, y'all are so cute.
Yeah, so we haven't run into
# get you an Erica.
You know what? Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. She pay bills.
I would say. So what would you say is the freakiest thing that you guys have ever done together?
We had sex in Florida. Ooh. At our resort with the windows wide open, and we were facing the pool.
Broad daylight.
It started off with a back massage, and it ended up with the ass.
Erica has magical hands.
Yeah,
they're very magical.
We work it out.
Oh, yeah. So that means you need massage oil candles.
I do. I want to say we have. What was that heart-shaped thing that you wore? We have that too. Yeah, and that we haven't used it in a while, but I thought that was real cool because it, heats
ours
the
is
back.
edible, so it's chocolate and watermelon.
Oh, we'll take that too.
Girl, she
put that in my cart, baby. Put it in the cart. We'll take it,
baby.
Yep, we'll take it. Yeah, but that right there is, I think that's probably
So would you be okay with people watching it?
Me, yes. Erica, no.
Look at Erica. But she was
but I've been to the place. I don't know. It's somewhere in like Bedford, Euless. It's like the swingers club or whatever. There's where you go and you watch. You have the rooms. You have the sexual rooms.
Have you been to Colette too?
I don't know the name.
We ain't. You know what?
I
might not be opposed to it. Just I'm kind of
OCD and like it's gonna be germs for her.
Right. I get it.
It's gonna be germs for her. Me personally, I think it's hot. Like I'm watching porn all the time.
I'll be like, oh, that's not. No, I think.
I turned you on to that though.
What?
Watching porn?
Yeah, she did.
So not that I did something y'all do together.
Not that we have. We have. I don't know. I just never really watched porn like that. I looked at it from time to time.
You gotta watch it, girl.
But we watched it and we found out what we like to watch the most.
Mm-hmm. So which is what type of scenes?
Male on male.
Oh, okay.
That's hot.
It's hot.
It is hot.
It is.
Have you watched the cuckolding ones?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty great. I like that. I'm sorry, it may sound nasty. Excuse me.
It is, but
male
it's hot,
watching this. Male on male porn is that's And we got some active friends right now that.
So if you guys don't really know what the cuckolding ones are, it's where the one man is in the vagina, but then he has a man in his vagina.
Baby, that's hot. Yeah. That's hot.
A lot of people get off on those types.
Yeah.
Baby, the look of confusion.
Oh my God.
That's okay. That's okay. It's
come on, Candy.
A lot of people get off on it.
Right.
So it is what it is.
Right.
So the gay on gay, gay man on gay man.
Or just regular,
let me tell you, something that I will never ever do, but what is my favorite scene? The gangbang.
What's that?
Oh my God, where all these different men are in the room. This one person.
Yeah.
Oh. Whether it's male or female. It's one person. Oh. And they all get a turn with that person. Something I'll never ever do in my life, but I just get off and watch it.
Yeah, but that's a lot. Okay.
You put the dry out.
Okay. You would think it'd be Are you okay?
And then they do after shots where they have her walk into the shower and talking about how she felt during the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's I'm like, ooh,
the gangbang.
And how you do that?
Right.
So do y'all have any opposed things that you wouldn't do in the bedroom?
We try a lot of different things. Yeah.
So what about bondage and BDSM?
No, you're not beating me. I wept up. See, I just scratched my arm and look, I done wept up, y'all. No, you're not gonna beat me. You're not gonna choke me because I can't breathe.
But you do realize that's the S and the M, not the B and the D.
Well, look,
because you can get tied up.
I don't want that either.
You can get gagged.
I don't want that either.
You can have a swing.
No, we can do the swing.
Girl, what's ceiling? We can't reach it.
No, I have the over the door ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will break the door by myself. You got an overweight swing for the door? That's not going to work hanging from me.
Hold up to 325. So.
Oh, I fit that. I fit that. But you ain't. But she likes a couple of things like that. She like to be choked. I see that.
Kinky.
Because I tried to choke her one day for real because I was mad at her.
She was like, you ain't got no heart.
And she was looking at me like, ooh, hard. I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to fuck you right now. If I'm supposed to, she just took, because I had both thumbs. I was so mad at her.
She was mad at me.
And we were in Florida. I choked her. And the harder I went, she was like, oh.
I was like, yes, baby, you did that.
The juices
were flowing.
Yeah.
We were really having a whole fight, but clearly I was like, ooh, that.
And I think it pissed me off because it made her hot
I was like, choke me.
Instead of passing out.
To the dog collar.
We ain't never tried it.
Dog collar with the nipple clamps.
Dog collar nipple clamps.
I be trying to pose Erica, and she don't be trying to hear all that.
Yes, I do. But she be poking me through long ass nails, and I can't. You can't use these nails.
You a lie. You don't complain.
It hurt.
See, she's telling you
that. It hurt. I'm sorry. I'm not with the body.
Why you don't touch it? So either you want it to hurt or you don't want me to touch you. Which
I'm
one
not
you
a
want?
pain freak, so you're not finna hit me.
I am.
You're not finna choke or swing.
I've had my nipples pierced twice. I've had all that. Yeah. My clitoris. Yeah. So I'm the pain freak.
I can't do that one because I would have orgasms and
not a pain freak.
I already have orgasms just by thinking about it.
Right.
Yeah. So I can't do the.
That's pretty hot.
Nah. Yeah.
So we know pain is out of the question.
Out of there.
So then edging and all of those type of things would be out of the question. Yeah. Somebody peeing on you.
Girl.
I've done that too. Yeah, I did that.
She has told me about that. I have not gone to the extreme as far as somebody asked me one time to poop on them, and I just didn't understand.
I had my best friend. Yeah, I had a guy. Yeah.
I don't get that. But okay, to each his own. If you have a fetish, then you like that. I have a feet fetish, so I really like her feet. Yeah. So I suck on her toes and shit, but I don't. Some of that stuff, it's too extreme for me. It's too extreme.
I peed on somebody.
You ain't peeing on me. You better not. You can get put out peeing on me.
No.
Okay.
That's okay.
I don't want any other bodily fluid.
Hey, I got a house at KMWI. Don't worry.
Okay. She said she gonna go sleep.
I'm gonna sleep in my office.
Okay.
All right, guys. Okay. So I guess one last question. So do you guys use a strap on?
No.
Oh, tell me the reasoning behind it.
There's no reason. No, that's her reason. I just don't, because I'm gonna tell you why. And this is the honest truth.
She don't need it.
If a man loves to have sex with a woman and he wants to feel it, like men don't like to wear rubbers sometimes because they want to feel it.
Right.
I want to feel the inside of her. So I can't do that. I mean, I know it's the whole point. For one, we're lesbians. It ain't always about stroking it.
Right.
There's other ways to have sex.
Right.
But if I'm stroking, I'm going to I'd rather use my hands.
Right.
And these are magical.
Yeah, they are. Cause
I
was
got it.
speechless the first time.
So
I was the first time we met, girl.
I would rather
use anything. She was like, no.
She didn't know.
Girl.
And I'm still on top of her. I'm still doing what I do.
Girl.
I just got the talent.
She made a believer out of me.
Right. So that's the reason why I want to feel it.
Girl.
Right.
Girl.
Right. I want to feel it. I mean, we use toys. We use, I just prefer not to use strap. It's not that I can't. It's doing too much.
She ain't trying to get caught in the airport and be like, what is this?
Yeah, no. And then one time, I want to say, we have a hard time keeping up with our penises for some reason.
I don't even know what the last one is now.
It's under the bed and slid on the bed or something. I don't know. We just have a hard time keeping up with it. And I think the other one's in the closet somewhere.
We bought 3. I can't tell you where neither one of them is.
Shut the fuck up.
I can't keep up with them.
There's boxes though that you.
I understand that, but when I'm done, I'm gonna roll over and go to sleep. I'm not gonna put
so
you in
we
my
just
box.
slide it under
I'm
the
not
pillow.
gonna put you in no sink. I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Right.
Okay.
The old shit and then she goes to sleep.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay. I got it. Okay.
Right.
So, guys, first of all, thank y'all so much
You're
for coming
welcome.
on.
Thank you for having us.
I definitely enjoyed our
Already,
conversation
we did too.
today.
Absolutely.
Guys, so we are at the WI Media Studios where we have all types of different events. There's pop-up shops coming up. There's our makeup class coming up. There's podcast classes coming up. So guys, go check out our Facebook, our Instagram. All of that information is on there. So, you have been watching Candyology. My name is Candy J, and I'm wishing you love-filled days and orgasmic nights. Have a great day.